guys, what's up? This is my second video. It's me and Lilo. She wouldn't stop wanting to be up, so she's going to be a part of it again. It's Wednesday. I'm going to try to drop a video every Wednesday night. If you're not subscribed, please do. Otherwise, I don't really know how you're going to stay up with it, but so be it. For those that have subscribed, thank you so much. And this time I've put my hair up. That is your only shout out that you're getting, Cameron, is that I'm not playing with my hair. So, I did put up a poll on Instagram. I did ask if people wanted to see kind of the bikini side and like the prep and what my workouts are and all of that. Or if you wanted to know the motivation and kind of more of the story and the all around how it's going. And right now it's about 50-50. So for me, I'm going to kind of go on the motivation for right now. I think that that's kind of important to see why I'm doing it and how I'm staying motivated versus seeing that I'm eating broccoli and the Brussels sprouts that I had tonight. So, first things first, motivation. Motivation. I'm one of those people that has a different $1 million dream every week. I text my mom all the time. She's so sick of it, saying, okay, cool, like, great. So I've had all these different ideas that are like out of nowhere. Like, I want to flip houses. I want to do this. I want to, just crazy things that are like, Bridget, what are you doing? And most of the time I've actually like gone off on them, like started thinking really hard about it and then I was like, and then it dropped to something new. And I'm really good at that. So this is the first time that I have felt that I put the money into it. I put the money into training. I dropped the money, because I've talked about competing for a long time. As I said in my other video, I almost gave it up. So I finally told myself, you know what, you need to do this because if you don't do it, you're not going to be happy. So I started thinking about what makes me happy. And for the last, 6 years, the things that have made me happy is a relationship. And this is the first time in my entire life that I could give 0 shits about a relationship. I don't care. I don't have the time to deal with drama and are they going to text me and oh my gosh, what's going on with so-and-so? Did so-and-so like his picture? Like, I don't have the time for that. It is emotionally draining. It sucks it away from me. And then there are times when things happen, because I do get cheated on every time, that it like sucks the absolute just heart and soul out of me. And then I just can't move. And a lot of my friends and my roommates have seen that, where I'll go like 2 to 3 days of just not eating, not doing anything, can't get to the gym, just throwing up because my stomach actually hurts that much, my heart, and I don't ever want to feel like that again. So I've decided that my happiness cannot be controlled by a guy, and I know that we're all told that, but it's the truth. Like, find something else than a relationship or the next guy or any of that to keep you happy, because the only person that keep you happy is you. So the other thing I started thinking about is, man, okay, so I have a job that I really like, that I worked really hard to get. And then I have my Jeep, and I have, everything that I ever wanted 4 years ago, I have, because I wrote it down and I thought about that. I was like, man, and I remember thinking when I wrote it, like, what am I going to do when this list is up? And it's up. And now it's like, okay, now what? And a few months ago, it must have been November, I was just so sick of things and I was super hungover. And I'd been partying every weekend, just going out, binging hard. Like, I don't know a stop point. So it's either I'm sober or I'm blacked out. And you guys know that. Like, it is an issue when I drink. So I was laying there and it was like Sunday at 1. And oh my gosh, it was awful. Like, I couldn't keep food down. I just was miserable. My friends were still partying. And I was like, what am I doing with my life? Like, what in the hell, Bridget? Like, you have no goals. You have nothing going. Like, tomorrow you're just going to go to work. What are you going to do? And this was at the same time that I had quit my second job. So I went from working 15-hour days to working 8-hour days and having the rest of the night off. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's all this time. Like, I just gained 5 to 6 hours a night. What am I doing with it? Watching Netflix? Playing Toon Blast? Like, there's so much time. So I started figuring out what I wanted, and at that moment, it was like, you know what? This is the time that you finally get to go to the gym. You finally get to do what you wanted to do. But it wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to be that I can go to the gym and keep partying and work and do all these things. So I had to give up some things. The first thing to go was the drinking, the partying. That was really hard because a lot of my friends were associated with that. Like, that's what we did, is we partied together. And it was really hard to give that up. And I think the reason that it took me so long to give that up is because I was scared I was going to lose relationships, and I was scared I was going to lose people. So what? That's where I'm at. If you want to be a part of my life and you can hang out with me sober, you can do things with me sober. So, I mean, the people that left, great. The people that stayed, thank you. So I kind of gave up on that, and I told everyone, look, I'm not drinking anymore. I'm not doing it. And through that, I was like, you know what? What do I really want to accomplish? What is going to be the thing? So I set like a money tone. I said, you know what? I really want to make this much money this year. And it's a reach. It's about double of what my salary is. And I know that I'm not going to get my salary doubled. I'm going to get an increase, hopefully, but it's not going to be that number. And so it was something that I have to strive for, and it was something where I said, okay, the thing that's going to make me happy is to see that number next year in December. So how am I going to get there? Because for me, finding something that makes me happy, it's not about the challenge. It's not the challenge that you have to think about. It's what is going to get me to be happy. And for me, I want to be able to go and do what I want. If I want to go get sushi at a 5-star restaurant, then I want to be able to do it. I want to be able to pay off this place. I want to be able to do so many things. And that was the number one thing is, okay, yeah, money isn't happiness, but right now I need that money to do the things that I want to do. So that was my main goal. My next one was to compete, just to put that on my list and just write it down. Some of my other goals were a little bit lesser things, but for the most part, that was the main thing, was to become financially stable this year. So I, for Christmas, you guys are going to think I'm so stupid, but I got something called the Happiness Planner. And basically, it has all these things at the beginning that you fill out. And it just asks you really questions to like think about. And I really took the time to answer them. And it didn't ask you, what are your dreams? What are your goals? It asked you like, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And it got to, and it was like 16 different prompts. And then at the end, it was like, okay, now what do you want? How do you see happiness? And it actually said blank plus blank equals blank. Happiness. It was so simple at that point where it was like, holy shit, what have I been doing with my life? Like, it's right here. So every day I've told myself that I've filled this out, and I've done a really good job. Each day it kind of gives you, here, I'll show you. So it gives you the date, the month. Today I'm excited about exercises, meals, main focus, your schedule, your to-do, the good things about today, what you're grateful for, what you hope for tomorrow, and notes. And then at the end of every month, it asks you to reflect. So I am a writer. I did come down to California to be a screenwriter. Yeah, we'll see where that goes. But it felt good to kind of write everything down, like be proactive, to be thinking about it. I'm not letting life happen to me anymore. I'm taking charge and I'm pushing myself. So I think that was really the motivation that I had, because I want to be able to turn around and say, hey, look what I did. And I want you guys, I want everyone around me to feel the same thing. Like, holy cow, like I'm capable of so much. I really, really, truly believe that if you think about it and you put everything into what you're doing, make all the sacrifices it takes to push out all the other stuff, you will be successful no matter what you do. And put it out there. Put it out what you're wanting to do. Like, look at me right now. I do not look like I belong on stage in 12 weeks. Like, are you kidding me? But I know that that's where I want to be. And so I tell everyone, like, I'm doing this. And the more people you tell, the more it resonates for you. And especially for me with telling people, it's like when I go to work, we all go out and eat lunch together, and they know that I'm not able to eat with them. I still go with them, but I don't eat the same things that they do. And, you know, I'm on salary, so we don't really have a schedule, but I leave every day between 5 and 5:30. And every day they're like, you going to the gym? And yep. And if I say no, they're like, well, why aren't you going? And them knowing was able to put me like, okay, you have to be on it. I think that's really important. Like, tell people your goal. Even if they laugh at you, who cares? Just tell people. So that's kind of where my whole motivation thing is. I want someone to be able to say, you know what? You were the reason that I realized that I could do it. You pushed and you told me that I could. And that's why. Ask me for help. I may not know the answer, but I actually, on my resume, my biggest skill is solution maker, problem solver. I love challenges, and the thing with a goal like the one that I have is that I'm excited to wake up in the morning and I'm excited to go for it because my goal is very specific. Even though it's a number, the things that I've put underneath it are so specific that it makes it easy to accomplish. And I didn't know what those things were in the beginning. It took that book, it took work, like looking at other people, it took research, like what am I gonna do to get there? So I think one of the biggest things that you have to think about is just, what is it that I really want? What is it that I want so bad that I'm willing to sacrifice everything else for? Because right now, my life is this dog, that dog, this house, the payment on this house, my job, and the gym. That's it. That's all I have going for me right now, because that's what I've put my tunnel vision into, and that's what I want to succeed in. So find something that you want to work for, that you want to accomplish. If that's education, if that's getting a better job, if that's, I really want a Mercedes, I really want this, then put it at the top of your list and think about it every day. I mean, some people have dream boards, some people have that. I don't have time to collage. I used to do all that stuff. I'm very hands-on visual, but find it. Find what drives you and go for it. Because after school and after college, I went to college as in I went to high school. Like, okay, I knew I had to go to college. My dad's been telling me I'm going to college since I was born, so I'm here. And I didn't take the pride in it because it was my choice, but it was also just expected. Like, oh yeah, you're going to college. Okay, that's the next step. Like, that was already made for me. But this is the first thing that's like, okay, like, this is the first thing that I've chosen, and it's really hard. Like, I'm not saying it's easy to decide what's going to make you happy, because makeup can make you happy. Dogs, like, there's so many things that make you smile, and there's so many things that make you happy throughout the day. But that internal happiness, it's like, you know what, I'm so happy to be by myself. I'm good. That is so hard to find. And I'm 24, almost 25. Young in some people's and old in others, to finding what it is that drives me. So think about it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you just want to talk, DM me on Instagram. It's the same as my tag here, Bridget Ashley with 2 Y's. My first name is spelled super weird. Thanks, Mom. But get a hold of me and let me know what you like. I will hold you accountable. I don't even need to know you, and I will hold you accountable. Like, let's go. Let's freaking dominate. There's nothing holding you back. The only thing holding you back is your own fears and people telling you that you can't do it because they're too scared to do what they want to do. So work for it, find it, and just make the sacrifices for it. Anyway, that is the motivational speech of the week. You'll probably get a few more of these. I'm pretty into it right now. I am working on trying to figure out food. I don't know if any of you have given up like processed foods. Obviously I have for prep, but full on give up processed foods. If you have, let me know, and let me know like kind of your results and what's kept you going. I love mac and cheese and I love pizza, but if I can give up alcohol, then I can give up that. So let me know. Totally side note, but that's kind of what's going through my head right now of another resolution that I may want to start is having very, very clean eating and seeing where my body will take me. So subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment, share it, do whatever you want with this video, tell me I'm an idiot, whatever. I'll see you guys next week.